Before you begin this module, please complete the preceding modules. Welcome to the third Paperless form modules. The purpose of this video is to help you visually understand how to use your cloud-based DentalTek platform. Please write down any questions as we go along. We will give you an email address to submit any questions at the end of this video and all training segments. Let's start this training with what would happen when the patient actually checks into the office. So this would typically be done on an iPad. For training purposes, we'll use a web browser, but this would be done on a tablet or an iPad device. It can be done on any mobile device, like an iPad or an Android type device. On that tablet, each morning, you will come in and click on an icon on the iPad that brings up this screen. Again, this here is a DentalTek logo, and it would probably be the logo for your office. The name of the practice is on the top, and below that is the name of the device. It could say iPad 1, Front Desk 1, whatever you want. And then this is the check-in. Now, this just sits here idle waiting for forms to be sent to it. So again, pretend this is the iPad or tablet. So back over here in the Forms software, we have this little button that says Send to Device. We have the patient pulled up, so he's come in for his appointment, and now we're going to send the forms to iPad number 1. In this database, we only have 2 iPads set up, but I can have as many as I want. When we hit Send to Device, it will send those forms over, so you can see they automatically appear. Anyway, all the info that we filled in earlier online is in there. This is the registration form here. This one is not required to be signed. Now, here is the medical alerts. This one does require a signature. So if nothing has changed when we hit Next, it will prompt for a signature, signing with a finger or stylus. And hit Continue, which submits the form and goes on to the next form. Here is the signature. This is the HIPAA form. Sign and hit Continue. Financial policy. The patient can send these forms to themselves, and they are done. When the patient hits Complete, it rolls back around to the Start page. Back over here in the Forms software, when we hit Refresh, you'll see that we do have all of these forms filled in. You have 3 different categories in which a form can be made. Over here, we have Reviewed and Complete. Let's click on that so these forms here are now complete. Once the patient signs in, it's done. Every form in here can be designated as a reviewable form. These have not been designated as reviewable. These are just the forms that are signed and done. And in this state, we can go ahead and click on them and pull up the PDF document that has been created with the signature from this form. You can see we can use these little controls down here to save, but it's all saved in the system. And in Open Dental, at least, it can be synchronized. Also, we can click on Needs Review. Now, Needs Review are forms that have actually been designated as forms to be reviewed by the doctor or staff. Click on this Review Forms tab to have them show up, or click on the top right box here. Either one of these will take you right to that area. When I do that, then this form and all of the answers the patient filled out appear. If the patient has added a note, you will see that the icon is colored in. If you hover over it, you can see the answer. Or, if you want to click it, you can see the answer as an editable field where you can now edit it. And you can put the doctor notes in and save them. You can also change the answers just by clicking on it. And you can also put in different notes. Now, when you're done and the answers have been changed, hit Sign and Submit. The patient will need to sign, and then you can sign here as a staff member or a doctor. You don't need both the doctor and the staff to sign, but you can if you want. At this point, the form is now in its completed state. Jumping over to the Spotlight tab, these are what we call noted answers. In any questionnaire, you can actually designate which questions you would like to be marked as something you'd like to see, perhaps an important answer from the patient. This is a really nice thing for you to get familiar with, so you and your patient will be able to weed through some of the more important things, so any question can be designated as a Spotlight question. When that happens, each question and its corresponding answer automatically come to this area. So, for example, if it is really important to know how often a patient flosses, you can spotlight that answer. Let me go back to medical alerts. Medical alerts, you see, is the only one left that needs to be reviewed here. We're going to go ahead and click on that. There are 4 notes. If the doctor wants to add more notes, it's just like the other one. When you hit enter or save, it saves the alert. This one can also be signed and hit submit. And now all of the forms are in a reviewed and complete state, exactly how we want it to be. And now I'd like to get these forms into the management system. This is important to understand. When I click on PM Sync in Dentrix, Dentrix does not allow it. Open Dental does. So this feature right now is not something you can do in Dentrix. When we hit sync with PMP, PMP stands for Practice Management Program, it goes ahead and just puts those forms right into Open Dental. We have this category called Patient Forms, and we can see it in my PM system. We can also see them in the Forms area. We can actually see all the forms. So now the clock is ticking, so to speak, and the patient has a time frame to get them filled out. Next visit, it will see if enough time has gone by and if this form needs to be updated or not. Thank you for watching this Paperless Forms module. Please visit our web portal to see any frequently asked questions. support.dentaltek.com or call us at 844-368-5835, option 4, or email training@dentaltek.com.